here's the New York Post article about Jeffrey Epstein. And it says Jeffrey Epstein didn't have a client list and committed suicide. DOJ and FBI say in findings that debunk conspiracy theories report. So, what do y'all think about this? I mean, all this build up and nothing happens. We were told there was lists. Pam Bondi said she had this stuff on her desk, and then a big nothing burger, I guess. Nothing burger with cheese. All right, so notorious sex predator Jeffrey Epstein didn't keep a supposed client list, and he was not murdered during his short stay in Manhattan lockup. The Justice Department and FBI reportedly concluded in a joint probe. The investigation, the results of which were detailed in a memo obtained by Axios, which was this article over here that I read, also found no evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals. The Trump administration plans to release a video to prove the agency's findings on Epstein's 2019 death, which bred mounds of conspiracy theories. He's the only person in there and the only person coming out. You can see it. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino said in late May. Financier Jeffrey Epstein appears in a photograph taken for the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services Sex Offender Registry on March 28, 2017, and obtained by Reuters on July 10th, 2019. The video falls in line with the medical examiner's assessment post-mortem that Epstein committed suicide, according to the memo. The medical examiner's conclusions were contested by Epstein's surviving family, who turned to a forensic pathologist who determined that a homicide was far more probable because based on the evidence. No one else involved in the Epstein case will face charges, according to the memo, beyond his associate Ghislane or whatever name, Maxwell, who is serving 20 years for child sex trafficking and other related crimes. President Trump previously promised to release the apparently debunked client list during his re-election campaign. Trump has asserted that he never visited Epstein's notorious private island, where scores of undergirls and young women were allegedly abused. But the president has said a lot of people did, whom he was willing to unmask. Obviously not anymore. Somebody either got to the evidence or they're just refusing to release it. Anyway, back in February, Trump's DOJ released Epstein's contact list as part of a long-awaited trove of documents connected to the notorious sex predator. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, Alec Baldwin, and Mick Jagger were among the high-profile names on Epstein's contact list, but the hyped-up February release was panned by critics as containing little to no new information about Epstein's case. And remember the stupid binders that these influencers got, and it was basically blacked out almost every page. I mean, how stupid. Anyway, Epstein's demise just 36 days into his stay at the Metropolitan Correctional Center has been the source of rampant conspiracy theories for nearly a decade, including rumors that some of the rich and famous on whom he had incriminating information arranged for him to be murdered. The disgraced mogul first pleaded guilty in 2008 for soliciting underage sex and was placed on the sex offenders list. Epstein served just 13 months of an 18-month sentence in a county jail when he only spent 1 day a week physically at the facility and the other 6 out on work release. In 2014, Virginia Giuffre alleged in a sworn affidavit that she was sex trafficked, and even used as a sex slave for years by Epstein and Maxwell for their own use and for others, including Prince Andrew, which the former royal continues to deny today. Giuffre's bombshell accusation opened the floodgates for other victims to speak out. When Epstein was found dead in 2019, he was awaiting trial on a slew of sex trafficking charges. So what happened to all the evidence that they picked up from the house? I mean, this is ridiculous. that is just like a slap in the face to everybody that had something happen to them. The people that basically, just like Diddy, only got his little 2 counts out of however many the RICO didn't stick, apparently. But it's like these people get away with all this stuff, but it's because they have money. Somebody's covering this up. I'm sure of it. They would have to be. Somebody is trying to keep this stuff from being exposed because it's probably going to blow up people's lives, their businesses, probably the government will shut down or be interrupted if these people were to get, actual legal trouble for doing the things they were doing. I mean, it's pretty bad. But anyway, I mean, I guess when you're rich and powerful, you get away with everything. And it's pretty sick. But anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.